I'm very anxious because I don't ever talk in my videos and I hate my voice, and this is really scary for me. I'm very anxious for no reason because I'm talking to myself. I'm literally just looking at myself. That's all I need to tell myself. I'm looking at myself. I'm not talking to anyone. I mean, there's gonna be like 5 people that watch this video anyway. So to the 5 of you, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for watching my videos in the past if you have. I'm going to be doing a get ready with me today. I'm talking about my diagnosis with fibromyalgia and my process of getting diagnosed and how my... Yeah, that's Alex. He's playing Fortnite as usual. But yeah, so I'm going to talk about that a little bit, what I've been going through since. And I hope you enjoy it. I hope... This is why I don't film with sound, because that's what's happening all the time. So, alright. I started back in March, I believe, is when I started to realize that my pain was really bad. It was when I was working at a hair salon, we'll just say. And I had to stand all day long, like literally all day long. Was not allowed to sit at all. And I was a receptionist, so like who really cares? Like if I sit on a stool, you know, for like an hour, but no, wasn't allowed to do that. So I quit because I was in so much pain. I was leaving and going to the immediate care like, I don't know, like 3 times a week, because I would think that I was having a heart attack because my chest would hurt so bad, my ribs were popping out, my back was hurting. It was all a mess. I'm using the Revolution Pro Goddess Glow Primer. I just started using this week, and I don't know, the foundation I'm using right now is so full coverage that it's like, I don't even think this really does anything, but it feels nice. I mean, it's a little glittery. I don't know if you can see that, but it's like, I don't know. We'll see. At that point, my shoulder, I think it was this one, it's still a little bit lower, you can tell, but it was like all the way down here, and I could, like, it was noticeable. Wow, it's actually really noticeable now that I'm looking at it, but this is just how I was, and it was very noticeable. People were pointing it out to me at work. So I decided to make an appointment with my primary. So she's decided to give me like a bunch of different options. They didn't really know. They were saying could be ankylosing spondylitis, which if you watch the Try Guys, that's what Zach has. I was also possibly told about fibromyalgia, but I did a lot of research and it did seem like I have it because I have chronic anxiety and depression and have since middle school, I would say. So I thought it was definitely a possibility because fibro has a huge relation to mental health and they correlate a lot. So thought of that was basically just self-diagnosing myself with fibro at that point. And then I started doing a lot more research, and AS sounded very, very, very accurate to my symptoms as well, because my pain is mostly completely on the left side of my body, like from head to toe, my feet, my legs, my rib is dislocated on this side, has been for months. All my pain is on this side, so that's also common in AS, so I was thinking maybe it could be that. I'm using the Juvia's Place foundation. This shit is literally bonkers. Like, this is 640 Malta shade. This is so full coverage, but so just like, I guess it's kind of a lot. But so I had my first doctor's appointment. She told me I should go see a psychiatrist. I should go to physical therapy. I should make an appointment with a rheumatologist. I should, what else did she give me? I don't know. She gave me like a 6-page packet of things for me to do and a bunch of lab work. I had to do x-rays of my spine, x-rays of my chest, and everything looked normal, which was really weird because I was in so much pain, like a ridiculous amount of pain. This is the EcoTool sponge. It's the softest sponge ever, and I really like that it has a flat tip because it's really easy to get under my eyes and on the sides of my nose. So then what did I do next? Oh, I made an appointment with the rheumatologist, and the rheumatologist appointment was, I had to wait 3 months because it takes a really, really long time to get into specialists, because that's how America is and that's how our healthcare system is and everything. So I waited 3 months. to see a rheumatologist. My appointment was July 1st, and I made the appointment, I think my original appointment with my primary was like April 2nd, so it was a long time. I look very yellow right now, I don't know why. Whatever, I don't really care. Alright, that looks pretty blended in. Straight, like, I don't even feel that I have anything on my face right now. This is the weirdest but most amazing foundation in the entire world. I don't get it. It's like, you guys saw how thick that is, how much coverage this is. It's pretty insane, and I don't feel anything at all. Okay, so I go to the rheumatologist, and it was, I don't know, I had a notebook like this thick of all of my symptoms, times written out of things where if I ate something I didn't feel good, or if it reacted to me, I wrote everything down. In the 3 months that I waited for this appointment, I took the time to be prepared for this appointment because I take my health very seriously, and I didn't want to like not take full advantage of this appointment and the care that this doctor was going to be giving me. And I go in for my appointment, and she looks at my hands. She doesn't even touch them. She just looks at them. And then she tells me to touch my toes. And I got like to my ankles. And that's it. That was her whole examination. That was frustrating to say the least, which was really disappointing. I asked her, I was like, my primary said that she thinks I could have fibro. What do you think of that? And she was like, I don't know, maybe. And then I was like, what about AS? Like, she said that it's a possibility of having that too. And she said, well, since you could touch your toes, then you don't have AS. All right, that seems like a pretty dumb, like, explanation for it. But if that's what's happening, then that's fine. Then I don't have AS. We don't need to go any further. I'm taking the Revolution Pro Concealer, Ultimate Coverage Crease Proof Concealer, and my BH Cosmetics concealer brush. I just use this for literally everything. But while I'm there, I'm asking her all these questions and everything. Like, do you think I could have this? Do you think I could have this? And she like didn't even answer to me. She was like, I don't know, maybe. It just seems like something that I don't really treat. I'm like, all right. Well, what do I do now? She was like, well, you could probably do psychiatry, or what else did she say? Oh, she said that I could be vitamin D deficient. And newsflash, literally every single person in the Midwest is vitamin D deficient. There's no sun here. It's miserable. Everybody is vitamin D deficient. So that's dumb. That's not going to be causing me to not be able to walk around my neighborhood without being in insufferable pain. It shouldn't be that I have to lay with ice packs down my chest and wait for the pain to stop because of my vitamin D deficiency. Like, that's not even close to accurate, and that really, really pissed me off. So this stuff is really, really sticky. I don't know if you can see that, but super full coverage, and my under eyes actually don't crease very bad, even though I have really bad wrinkles under here already. So it's just, so I basically left that appointment and I called Alex, and I was just sobbing on the phone, and I was like, literally, she didn't help me at all. She just told me to basically go fuck myself and figure it out and not have anything to do. So here I am suffering literally every day. I have been out of work since April because I left that position because they wouldn't let me sit. I was in so much pain. My pain was only getting worse while working there because I didn't have any rest. I was full-time there. So I left that appointment with no answers, with no help. Just kind of deal with your pain. Like, that's how it's gonna happen. We have no answers for you. We're not gonna try to help you. I decided that I was really upset for like a week. I was just miserable. I was like, I'm just gonna have to live with this. I go on the Fibromyalgia Reddit all the time and read stories and stuff on there, and it's depressing. I mean, living with fibro is not a fun thing at all. It's very difficult because there's not much you can do for it. There's just not. And at this point I didn't even know that I officially had fibro. I had a strong feeling, and that's what I was going to try to treat on my own. But I decided to make an appointment with my primary again, and I told her that I went to the rheumatologist, and she didn't tell me anything. And she looks at my account and she goes, "Oh yeah, right here it says she diagnosed you with fibromyalgia." Sorry, I ran out of space right there at the end of that. But yeah, so she told me that I've already been diagnosed with fibromyalgia. And I'm like, okay, no one told me that, but thanks, sounds great. Now I'm gonna be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Loose Setting Powder in Translucent. This stuff is really fucking awesome. It's incredibly buttery and good shit for sure. Just basically started making a plan from there on what we wanted to do for treatment, and I told her I don't even think about putting me on anything that is an opioid or anything similar to anything that's addictive in any way, because that's not how I want to live my life. If that's what your diagnosis needs, and the person, like, not the person that you are, but if that's what you want to do and that's your way of feeling better, then it is. That's not my decision to make. But in my life, I just didn't want to do anything like that. So I was given Cymbalta to start because it helps muscle pain, it's for anxiety and depression, so you'll take it a lot for that. It's usually what it's given for. And then ADHD, which is something she said I could also have. My entire family has ADHD, so it's not like it's uncommon. And a huge symptom of fibro is brain fog. My brain fog is like very debilitating, where I'll just be sitting here and I'll just be staring. I'll just sit here like this for like 10 minutes until Alex snaps me out of it. It's just my brain. The only way I can describe it is that my head is here, but my brain is like right here, and it's just trying to catch up. And it's really, really, really hard to stay focused. It's hard to think. It's hard to remember. It's hard to do everything. But, you know, it's life. Shit happens. But, yeah, so that's been like every day for me for the last 9 months. And it's been hard. I have never had to deal with something like this before. But fast forward, I'm taking the Cymbalta, and it was 30 milligrams of Cymbalta. I literally, sorry to be TMI, if you don't like this stuff, then fast forward like 30 seconds, because I was so sick. I was throwing up everything I had, was literally pooping like every 5 seconds. Like, I was just living in the bathroom for days, and apparently that's a super common side effect of Cymbalta. But then I started to get incredibly dehydrated, and whatever I was taking in, I was automatically putting back out. So I called the pharmacist, and he was like, "No, you need to stop taking that immediately. Like, you are sick." I had a fever. It was all a disaster. So I messaged my doctor, my primary, and I was like, "Hey, this is happening. What's going on? Like, can you give me something else? What do you want me to stop this? Do you want me to go back? What do you want?" And they told me to stop, so now I'm on 10 milligrams of Effexor, I think is what it's called. That's what I've been taking for like 2 or 3 weeks now. I really don't feel any different. My pain doesn't feel any better. Nothing really feels better. I mean, I'm not having any side effects of the medication, and usually with antidepressants, with shit like this, with fibro, you're not going to start seeing results for almost 2 months usually. Like, it's a process. So I'm not concerned that I'm not feeling better yet, but I'm just happy that I'm not dying all the time from the Cymbalta. So I really, really love the STYLCosmetics brushes. They're just really fluffy, and they're really, really inexpensive. This was, I think it's like the electric Carnival something, I don't know, I'll link it in the bottom. But these brushes are so soft and they just work so well. This is the Kitten Tarte eyeliner. I don't know, I just use it as an eyebrow pencil because it works, I don't know. But yeah, I've been putting this video off for a really long time and I didn't want to do it, but I know a good amount of people that live with fibro and it's not fun, and usually like when I make videos they take me probably like up to 5-6 hours total because I have to stop so often doing my makeup because it hurts and I have horrible pain in my hands and I have horrible pain in my shoulders and my back, and I have to take a break and then come back, and it's the body that I was given. That's what I have to do. I'm gonna do my brows off camera because I really don't want to do this right now. Decided I'm gonna do a really basic look today. I'm just gonna do eyeliner and then I'm going to put some neon color in here. I haven't decided which one yet, but okay, I think I'm gonna use the Tarte palette today. I've had this forever, for seriously like so long, but I'm just gonna take this, I think this shade, Flower Child, and I'm gonna put it all over my lid. So with the fibro thing, I think from here on out I'm gonna see how this medication works with me. I'm going up a dosage once I finish this set of pills and everything. Again, I don't feel shit right now. I don't feel any different, so I don't know. Legalization of marijuana is coming to Illinois on January 1st. So I could just wait for that, but I'm thinking of getting a medical card as well, because that's really the only thing that helps with my pain. I don't drink alcohol at all. My stomach, I have gastritis as well, so super fun. But gastritis is basically the inflammation of my stomach lining when I eat certain things, drink certain things. When I get anxious, my stomach inflames. So basically every second of my fucking life, kinda, not really, I'm not always anxious, but like a good 88% of the time I'm pretty anxious. When I was in school, I would look pregnant all the time because my stomach was always in knots from the anxiety of school, and I was going to Loyola for advertising and public relations, and shit is really competitive, really competitive, and it's very stressful, and the whole situation just made me worse. I was always in pain, always getting sick, always not capable to move, and just weak, and it was absolutely miserable. My last semester was spring of 2018, I think. Yeah, so I've been out for a while, but it's just not smart for me right now with my brain fog, with my physical symptoms, with my anxiety, with everything. It's way too difficult right now, and it sucks because I do want to be in school and people look at you different when you're not and you're not doing stuff, but they don't really understand that it takes all of my energy to do very simple things. I can't really, like, yesterday I did the laundry and I cleaned, and when I lay down for the night, I couldn't move. I was in so much pain, and that's something that people do every day, probably multiple times a day. I did like one load of laundry. I didn't even do anything, and it took absolutely everything out of me. And you know, that's just the body and life and stuff that I was given, and you gotta do what you gotta do, but it doesn't make any things really easier. I hope people who have fibro or chronic illnesses and chronic pain like comment below. I would love to hear like what you do for pain relief, if acupuncture, yes, if you do that, if that helps you at all. I am just kind of at a loss because I can't get massages. They hurt too bad. I'll be dead for like a week. I won't be able to move. Last time I got a massage, I was dead for like 3 days straight. Anything that you do that helps or works or anything, comment that below, because I would love to hear your advice and your opinions and what you go through. And the support is just, I think that's the biggest thing that you need. And when you deal with chronic pain, is you need to be talking to people who get it and who understand. And I guess that's kind of like in everything in life. But using the Tarte clay paint liner. I'm almost out of this, but I really do like this liner. I've been practicing my eyeliner for years, so this is something where it works for me, but definitely doesn't work for everybody having to use the brush. And I can't do felt tip liners. I just can't. There's no way. What I like about doing eyeliner like this is I know how much product I have on my brush, and I'm not gonna get a surprise with a felt tip or anything like that, any kind of pen. So I have one hooded eye and one non-hooded eye, so I guess I could talk about this. So this eye, totally fine, love her, she's awesome. This motherfucker can straight up fuck off. I hate this eye so much. It's so annoying to have one hooded eye and one non-hooded eye, because I have to do my makeup completely different on this eye than I do on this eye, and I have to actually think about this eye when I do it. Bullshit. But my best tip is to start in the middle with your product, bring it to the end of your eye. It doesn't have to be perfect because you're just gonna go over it. And then from the bottom of your lash line, go straight towards the edge of your eyebrow. Like that. And then right where it kind of fades, right here, that's where you're going to start it. And you're just going to draw a straight line. Try to get some more. I'm just going to get a straight line from here.
Yes, yes.
I'm listening to Knock Loose right now. It's hard to not dance. Thankfully, even though I do have a hooded eye on this side, I do have a lot of lid space. It's not like completely impossible, but it's definitely frustrating. And then from there, just go in very lightly in the inner corner because I have just about no eyelid right there. Just gonna fix up that line. And that's that, folks. Looks pretty even today, so that's good. I'm gonna bring this out just a little bit. I'm gonna fuck it up. I know I am. Just because I'm going back in, I'm gonna fuck it up.
Oh my God, brother. Holy shit.
Okay, I didn't fuck it. STYLCosmetics. If you haven't seen my tweets or my Instagram post about this, then to briefly summarize the situation that I had with STYLCosmetics is I ordered it was about a month that it took for the products to come in, when it told me that I paid for like a 1 to 2 day shipping. So the fuck? I mean, No. So I basically had to bully their Instagram account, for lack of better words, because that's really what I did. I commented and I was like, this place is scamming. Like, hey, if you're seeing this Instagram ad, then you're not gonna get this product, so don't buy it. And then they would delete my comment, and then they would come back and they'd be like, oh, I'm so sorry, we'll ship out your products like right now. And they did, like 2 weeks later, and they were still just sitting there. Like, they made the shipping label, but they never did anything with it. And the sad thing is that I actually kind of do like these products as just the pigment, because, like, watch.
How did I miss that shot, bro? You right there? Oh shit.
It's like crazy pigmented. And they blend out pretty well. I wouldn't say they're perfect. They definitely are patchy when you blend them out. But they do the job. It comes with this elixir thing too. And when you use this, it's nice because I wish I had all of these eyeliners. I wish I had them in like the Tarte version. I wish I had that. And like NYX has them, but they break a lot. They're very, very, very flaky. But this is somehow worse. When you use this as...
Yo, hold the phone. Bro. Jake with the 5 gifted subs, bro. Oh my god, brother.
Yay, he got 5 gifted subs.
Yo. Get some love from the chat for Jake. Holy shit.
Oh my god, that's so sweet.
Homie, I love you.
He's at 16 subscribers now. Oh my gosh.
Yo.
I'm so proud of him. But, oh my gosh, he's so cute. What the fuck was I even talking about? Oh, these. So when you use the elixir, it's so dry. Like, after I would take pictures, it would just flake off. Like, the whole eyeliner just came off of my blue one, and it just fucking fell off. I don't know where it went, but I don't know if it just isn't mixing. No, it's not because of anything I'm wearing on my eyes, because when I did the swatches on my arm, they also just kind of fell off because of the dryness. I don't get it. So I wish that was better. If you have recommendations for something similar to this, please let me know. Only cruelty-free and vegan, obviously. But I really like the neonness of this, and I like how bright and pigmented they are, so I am using them. But I would way rather have something else. So if you have something, please suggest it. I didn't plan on doing this, but I guess I am. Whatever. I'm gonna add glitter, and then it'll be fine, because whenever you add glitter, it's fine. It's fine. Right? I need another Red Bull. I haven't had a Red Bull in months because all I've been drinking is rain. This looks kind of crazy, but lashes fix everything, so I don't really give a fuck. Okay, I decided I'm gonna do these, the Kiss Lashes Lash Couture 5th Avenue collection. Adhesive included. Oh, fuck yeah. I love when lashes aren't attached in the middle, because like Ardell glues theirs all the way across, and then pulling it off, it ruins the lash. Like, you have to be very, very careful when you do that. But these, they're only glued on the outer edges, so that's really nice. It looked a lot more intense in the package. This eyeliner's also pretty thick. I really want an Impossible Whopper right now. I really, really want one. I don't know if this helps at all, but when I'm letting my eyelashes dry or get tacky, I always just hold them together like this. I don't know if you can see that. And it just helps them curve more, so it fits my eyes better. So maybe try doing that if you struggle putting on lashes, especially with the thicker band like these. This thing hurts my head so bad. Everything hurts so bad always. Yeah, I'm just gonna do a nude lipstick today. This is Dose of Colors in Truffle. It's the perfect nude for me. I mean, everybody's perfect nude is different, but this is my perfect nude.
Oh my god, dude, I forgot the fucking
Don't feel like lining my lips today, so I'm just not gonna.
Maze Jarvis, not Face, but Maze.
I'm using the B04 Real Techniques brush. I don't know if they still have this in stock, but I will link it below if they do. I'm using the same Dream Kit Glow Kit. And just a little bit above my brow, a little bit on this side, right here, right here. Nothing too crazy. A little bit on my nose.
Yo, I have an idea. Grab me one of those drunk riffs. Let's hit them both at the same time.
My hair is so flat right now. I'm gonna spray a little bit of dry shampoo in my hair, even though I washed it yesterday. I just want a little bit of volume. Alright, good enough. I'll probably just put it in a ponytail in like an hour or so, whatever. But alright, this is the final look that I did today. Super chill. I mean, not really chill, but it is easy, I would say. And I had a good time doing it. This is not as horrible as I was expecting. I was very nervous to do this, and I'm probably gonna want to kill myself when editing this because I'm gonna hate how I look and talk and shit, but that's fine. You gotta do what you gotta do, you know. So I appreciate you for watching this. If you've stuck around, again, if you suffer from or live with, I should say, chronic pain or chronic illness or just fibro or anything, just comment below and maybe we can find some support for each other out here. And yeah, I appreciate you watching. I'll link everything below, my social medias and everything. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day and your weekend. And this is so weird. Whatever. Okay, fine. Okay. Bye.